problems and potential improvements, right? Otherwise we won't get the full list.
Started to suggest topics like right from the beginning.
So bias, still bias, right? But in more detail, probably it will personalize the description. Okay, I think we need to rethink our tactics.
Hello guys, today me and my friend Max are going to explore the possibility of ChatGPT to help to find a new topic for research. Max is PhD student, he's studying AI, so for both of us it's interesting if ChatGPT can help with this question. Let's start.
So let's start from describing the context of the research that we're going to explore.
Let's go simply. Yeah. Okay, and also let's specify that the research has to be dedicated to LLMs. Okay. Okay, interestingly, so ChatGPT started to suggest topics like right from the beginning without further clarifications.
Wow, okay. Can you please tell about, let's say, 5 yet unsolved problems specifically? Okay. Okay, so it structured the almost same output in different way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's check what it wrote. Just to understand like what is there, what is the context, and just to assess whether it's makes sense. And
yeah, let's do that. So first it was bias, mitigation, and fairness. Okay, bias, stereotypes, yeah, well-known problem. It put it on the first place.
The next one is explainability and interpretability. Yeah, so also quite well-known problem that current models are treated as a black box and we just need to somehow explain them.
Energy efficiency, so it's to train more efficiently, to probably occupy less memory or less CPUs. Yeah, okay. Robustness to adversarial attacks. Okay, so robustness to attacks, quite clear again. Long-term. Okay, so it's better understanding of the context. LLM is quite good already in that. Interesting that it's highlighting this as a problem. Probably the first one is much more important than the fifth one. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Kinda, yeah. And like definitely the list is not full, and that's just like some topics on the high level. And also I feel that there should be like other directions.
And what do you expect? Do you expect more directions highlighted or more problems highlighted, or you want problems to be specified, like what exactly in bias should be solved? Because at the moment it's on high level.
It's not complete at all, and like for instance there is nothing about like some issues related to data, like because we are running out of like data in the internet, and like how to train like models further.
So okay, so it's about wideness. Oh, let's then we'll ask it about provide 10 more problems or 5 more problems, let's say. And do you want us to specifically say that we want to address data problems, or we will see if it will address list problem related to data?
That was just an example, and yeah, so let's see what we'll see in the output.
Okay. Ambiguity. Correct responses. Okay, but not a big problem from my perspective. Again, scalability and real-time processing. Again, I'm not sure if it's a big problem. Like, probably I'm judging by ChatGPT, but not by LLMs in general. But it seems like ChatGPT is quite good in that things, in the scale in real time. Transfer learning and generalization. Okay, it's a general thing for technologies, right? For the technology, okay. No, nothing about the data. So we probably can ask about the data. How can we formulate this question?
Like I have several topics in my mind, like for instance, data, like some nuances related to like architecture, but that's like more in depth. But like I'm curious why this wasn't highlighted here. You know what I think is that we started to talk with ChatGPT like regarding the problems. Maybe we can ask to generate some, like, what is the potential improvements of the current systems? Like, I mean that.
Oh, so probably architecture is not a problem, but improvement. Yeah.
Okay, so.
With LLMs or within LLMs? I mean, with the help of LLMs.
Okay, let's write it like that, like it's an LLMs topic. Oh, okay, yeah. So here, like, what I was expecting, like, at least something about data, like some nuances about pre-training, fine-tuning. Obviously, like multimodal data, but yes, it's quite an important topic also.
Adversarial input is a problem and as improvement here, and explainability again, both here and then. Though we see that the question should be like problems and potential improvements, right? Otherwise, we won't get the full list.
Yeah. So that's the way how we formulate, like, and like what sense do we mean by like saying this or that words. Yeah, so like probably the one thing to highlight, and that was why I was like slightly surprised in the beginning, that I tried to formulate the question in such a way that ChatGPT would ask a question like what is like more interesting for you, or like what, or like how can I help you, for instance. But it started to generate like,
we probably can do like the following. We can say like, out of what you said, can you please propose, let's say, a short list of 3 topics, right? And ask it to propose it, and then we will ask it to personalize, to ask questions to you so that it can personalize, and ask it to reselect of 3 topics, and we will see how well will it be in personalization. What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have a prompt in mind. So bias, yeah, it was in the first place initially, and yeah, it's highlighting impact. See, now it's great. We were going to ask about the impact, explainability, and energy efficiency and sustainability. So it included improvement in the shortlist. Okay, so now let's try to personalize it. Now I want you to know more about me so that you can personalize. Okay. Okay. Then research interest. Yeah, question about interest is quite interesting, I believe, right? So what are you interested in?
synthetic data, multi-agent systems. Yeah, I don't know much about reinforcement learning, but like, that sounds also interesting, like applications of reinforcement learning in NLP. So maybe let's specify this.
Oh no, wouldn't say already. Still bias, right? But in more detail, probably it will personalize the description. So it connected it with your interest.
I feel like it had in mind the problem of bias, and then it just put like what I said and applied it to like the problem.
Don't you think it's connected in reality?
Let's see. Like from the beginning, I feel like it's like maybe more artificial, but Let me read for a while.
So I see all the words here.
Yeah. That's weird.
I'm not sure if bias is that connected with multi-agent systems.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like everything that we mentioned, like used to solve like bias problem, but I doubt that that will be like the most efficient way.
But actually, it's the same, right? So, oh no, bias was first, explainability was second, and then it was training efficiency, energy efficiency, and now bias is first, energy efficiency is second, and let's see how energy efficiency is connected with your interest, energy consumption. Okay, so okay, you have a limitation in what you have access to, so yeah, that's probably makes sense. But I think you don't want to solve your particular problem, you want to solve a problem for community. The model doesn't understand that.
Yes.
So I don't see good connection with your interests here.
Mm-hmm.
Explainability, okay, so it put it on the third place. Let's see. So probably it didn't understand what we wanted. So let's ask it. As I see, you just used my answers to, let's say, sell me the ideas you proposed before personalization. So reconsider the list and propose those that much interests more. Oh, okay. Okay, again, it connected your interests together. But multi-agent coordination and reinforcement learning are connected together, right? So you can use multi-agent setup to do reinforcement learning.
Like in terms of reinforcement learning, I would say that GPT like have a chance to like fool us because I don't have much experience here and it's like just a little understanding of like what is it and how does it work.
Generally, on high level, I understand that. So multi-agent is quite simple. You have several agents that can talk to each other or can contribute to the same goal. And reinforcement learning means that they don't have the data set they generated. The environment generates the data set for them on the fly, and they use it to retrain. And in this case, I just don't understand what problem is it going to solve. So effective coordination and communication. So is it the problem that they are not efficiently communicating at the moment? I don't understand the problem here.
I don't understand too, so it looks like maybe some artificial problem or there is not enough context like for us to understand. What I would also say that like from scratch it started like here, and in the beginning it started to like output just like lots of text with like call approaches, etc. Like it would be way easier to start with like maybe some problem to see what GPT suggests, and then to proceed with like other aspects.
Okay, so let's ask it. Will it suggest so that it will be shorter, contain only the problem statement, ideally closer to the real world, right?
Let's also ask for some grounding so that it will like go to the internet and will try to find something to support statement.
Sounds good. Well, and provide some grounding. Right?
Yes.
So there is an article to prove that. We'll check what it is. Is it a real article at all? Let's see. Will not not be fast to understand, but yeah, there is an article here. Not sure how well is it connected with the topic, but okay, there is an article. It contains multi-agent and reinforcement learning, right?
Yeah, like kind of like hard to assess like the relevance like that. But yeah, so let's try to read like the summary of.
The summary in the article.
No, I mean like the summary of what GPT wrote.
I still see the same thing in these coordination challenges. Don't understand it well. Don't understand how these coordinating problems like become a problem at all.
Like seems to me it's like still like quite high impact of the context that we discussed previously.
Or it's just hallucinating and thinking of things that are not don't exist. Let's review the others. Probably we will understand it better. Bias in LLMs within multi-agent systems. It wants somebody to work on the bias. So it sounds like there are already many multi-agent systems and there is a bias in that and we need to solve that. But it's problem generally. So it still tries to solve the problem of bias without taking your interest in the account as far as I see. So there is no... So coordination sounds like probably a problem in multi-agent systems, but it's not clear how exactly, and probably context will help with that. But it can't explain us this context in simple words. Bias in multi-agent systems seems like connecting things that you want and ChatGPT wants you to do. And energy efficient. Okay, what is that? Energy consumption cost.
Yeah, but still the same topic as it was before. So, like, I would say here grounding is added. Like, I mean that it found some links, but results are still somewhat the same.
And does anything of that sound interesting to you?
I would say not really.
Okay. So probably we can try to make ChatGPT forget about bias and energy efficiency and just propose problems within, let's say, like what's the top. Okay, let's think about multi-agent system, right? So we can probably ask about what research can we do to explore application of multi-agent system, right? Because you said that you're more interested in practical things.
Yep, that would be a good starting point. So ask to suggest.
We started from asking like generally what are the problems, and they highlighted generally the problems in AI world. Then we asked to personalize, though after personalization is just connected like high-level problems with your interests in some synthetic manner. And then now we see that we need to dive deeper in your particular interest and explore that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's quite clear, right? So yeah, autonomous vehicles, yes, they are multi-agent systems. Robots, okay. Did you have this in mind when you thought about multi-agent system?
I was thinking mostly about like two directions, I would say, like robotics and manufacturing. And I was thinking about like something when like one or several like LLMs are like maybe discussing some very complicated problem and trying to solve it.
But robotics and manufacturing are far from LLM, right?
But not really. Did you heard about like recent advancement, like about like Tesla's robot or like some works from OpenAI?
Generally, yes, but yeah, how do they utilize LLMs?
As far as I remember, it worked like end to end. Like the problem was end to end solved by LLM. So it received like the picture, like what robot saw, and like some actions. And LLM processed it, returned like what robot should do, and
oh, so they use LLM as a brain?
Yeah.
Okay.
But do we have like some other points? Yeah, so we have smart grid and energy management.
Do you know what smart grids are?
Not really. Or, like, to be precise, not at all.
We can ask about what is smart grid if you want, okay?
Healthcare systems, financial markets and trading.
Oh, that's interesting. But it's, I believe, far from LLM, healthcare and coordinating actions.
To be honest, yeah, I don't see connection as well. But that's interesting. Like, why did it output it here?
Yeah. Okay, on the market, there are agents, of course, but again, not big space for LLM. Again, it's just yeah. What have we told that your interest is in LLM? Let's validate that. Synthetic. So we didn't say that it's LLM here, synthetic data, right?
You think that might be the reason why it like didn't put LLM below? Okay.
Yeah. Can you specify it? Okay.
What is the price?
Yeah. Okay, I think we need to rethink our tactics and probably try to go in a different way.
What I would also suggest, let's go with just a new conversation.
Yeah. So for now, I propose to do an intermediate summary. So it actually didn't go according to our plan. We planned to get some formulations of the problems, and I thought that problems would sound quite specific and interesting from the beginning. I thought it to do some personalization based on the questionnaire, but it didn't do that. And we tried to like adjust the conversation to just redirect it in the area that is interesting to you, but the model is just insisting on what it proposed initially and tries to sell it. So we probably should think about a way to personalize it better, right?
Personalize, and what I was also thinking about is that we should provide as much context in the beginning as possible, so that like LLM will have this context like from the start of the conversation, and then I assume it should work better.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try this next time.